Today I'm talking about Jaws, which was directed by Steven Spielberg, and in my opinion, is one of the best films that came out in the 1970s, and was Steven Spielberg's most iconic movie other than Jurassic Park. Jaws was a horror movie, and it was starring Robert Shaw, Roy Scheider, and Richard Dreyfuss, and based off a best-selling book. Which also the book was based off a true, not a not a real event, but of some true, like not full on a shark attack, but it was, you know what I mean, true, not a true story, but events that actually happened, but all that. But is when a massive killer shark unleashes chaos on a beach community off Long Island. It is up to a local police chief, a marine biologist, and an old seafarer to hunt the beast down. Excuse me. Like I said earlier, directed by Steven Spielberg. He was born on December 18th, 1946, in Cincinnati, Ohio. Excuse me again. His parents was Arnold Spielberg and Leah Adler. His wife named is Kate Capshaw. And I didn't want to put down his kids because he has a lot. Um, he has He was nominated for 24 Oscars and 14 Best Pictures. Won 3 of those Oscars for Best Director, Best Picture, and Best Original Screenplay. Which he is one of the most iconic film directors out in the world. Cast and crew members: Brody, who is played by Roy Scheider, is the new sheriff who just moved to the new town. Then we got Clint Wabashaw, who is a seafarer, and he was mysterious at first, but he had intentions of hunting down the shark for money. And then we have Hooper, who's played by Richard Dreyfuss, who is a marine biologist, and he helps out Brody most of the time with trying to figure out where the sharks come from and trying to convince people not to go to the beaches no more. The producers were Richard D. Zanuck and David Brown, who really good about helping out with the film. And then our writer was Peter Benchley, who wrote the book. What the heck? I thought I turned my notification down. Sorry about that. The writer was Peter Benchley, who was the writer of the movie, helped write the movie, and who wrote the book. The technology was really unique for its time. The shark was a mechanical shark that was made by Bob Matty and used the molds made by Roy Augerbachist. Fun fact, both the producers, Richard Zanuck and David Brown, wanted to use a real-life great white shark with the help of an animal wrangler, but it was not going to work. And you probably common sense that wouldn't work is a real-life great white shark. And there was a lot of malfunctionings though during filming for the mechanical shark that it even sank down to the bottom of the ocean multiple times, which made Steven Spielberg's job a little difficult but he had to film more shots without the shark. But he had the idea of using him and the crew used yellow barrels in the movie to help it track movements and make it look like they are tracking the shark in the film. And they named the shark Bruce. And Steven Spielberg quoted that the shark worked well enough that we for a while there had the biggest hit of all time. So I really owe the shark a lot, more than I want to take away from it right now. And I owe Bob Matty and his team a lot as well. Because Bob Matty and Ouroboros were the reason to bring the shark alive. And for the ending of the movie, excuse me, in the final act of the movie, the Mayor Vaughn, who was played by Murray Hamilton, tells Brody, Quint, and Hooper to go hunt down the shark after the shark attacked the beach and killed someone during the 4th of July. We get a lot of film shots of them talking to each other getting to know each other more often, and getting backgrounds on Quint, because since he was a little mysterious and what happened and why he hunted down sharks. And they have a few close encounters of getting the shark by using the yellow barrels to track it down. In the final battle with the shark, in the final shot, the battle of the shark attacks the boat, sinking it halfway and killing Quint in the attack. But Brody gets revenge by blowing it up by shooting the barrel because a barrel after the shark a barrel got stuck in its mouth. Brody shot the barrel, blowing him up. In the aftermath, Jaws made about $490.74 million, and only costing with Jaws only costing $9 million making it, it was making it a box office hit. Jaws won 3 out of 4 Academy Awards: Best Film Editing, Best Music/Original Dramatic Score, and Best Sound, but lost Best Picture. But the Jaws was a great hit. It gave them the money to make more sequels, which they did not made they made 3, but did not do so good in theaters, with Jaws 2, 3D, and The Revenge. And we haven't had a Jaws movie since then. My citations: I use Steven Spielberg from IMDb, and the same website with the Jaws movie, a news about how they made the shark Jaws, and a YouTube video called Jaws Kill Count from the Kill Count. That is it. Thank y'all. Thank you.